Welcome to Utah's Forks in the Road. What started as an idea turned into a blog and has now evolved to include this new video series. When we started out 4 or so years ago, we were just a couple of college kids looking for food. We're still hungry, but now we've graduated and want to give exposure to our favorite Utah restaurants by telling everyone about them.
The first stop on our grand adventure is Cluff's Carhop Cafe in Fillmore, Utah. This is the last place that we wrote about way back in 2012, so we thought this would be a great place to start. Cluff's Carhop Cafe has been here in Fillmore since 1950, 65 years ago, still being run by the Cluff family with Gail at the head. He still employs family members, which means that this company has been a family business for more than 4 generations.
Fillmore is an interesting place. Not huge, but bigger than many other little towns you pass while traveling south on I-15. Most stop at the first Fillmore exit to get gas and stretch their legs at one of the gas stations right there. When we were researching places to go, we came across Cluff's, which is just out of sight from the freeway and only about an extra minute or so of travel. But what you get, if you are in need of more than just a place to relieve yourself, makes that minute of travel worth a whole lot more. When we first visited here a few years ago, we came on a beautiful summer evening. We were only a couple of people among many that stopped in that night. The service was friendly and quick, the food fresh and delicious. Like many of the restaurants that we visited, Cluff's keeps things close to home as much as possible. We asked Gail to talk to us a little bit about the restaurant, the history, and what it is he wants customers to know.
This business was started as a cafe, as a truck stop in 1950 by my grandfather for his kids. He wanted to keep his daughter here and close by, and so he built this cafe. And as being a truck stop, it got busier and busier. She's a good cook, and there was so many diesels that was blocking this end of town, so she moved out of town and built another cafe and started that business. And my dad came in and took this building and started a Carhop drive-in business in the mid-60s. And it's been in the family still to this day. I have my daughter, my grandkids all working for me. The favorite food on the menu is you know, it's really hard to choose because it's all really good. It's food that I would eat, all of it we would eat. It all starts out fresh. We use good cheeses and good lean beef and rich ice cream, and the sauces are all good. We make them from scratch. They're all old recipes that's been around for a long time. There's mushrooms that are growing fresh here in town, and so we do fresh mushrooms, a fresh mushroom burger, and deep fried mushrooms. We peel probably around 100 pounds of potatoes a day, and they all come off fresh. We start early in the morning and get everything up ready for it. You know, the lettuce and the onions and the tomatoes, everything is done up right at that time. It's not hanging out overnight. My grandfather started doing business on this property in '37, and this was the first dealership, Chevrolet dealership west of the Mississippi. And he was selling a lot of cars here, and being a family business, he kept on trying to create more business for his kids to stay here in town. And that's kind of how the cafe got started, was him creating businesses. Me as a little kid, the minute I walked in this building, I knew this is what I wanted to do. You know, hanging out with good food and pretty girls, waitresses, you know, it's what I always wanted to do. I've been doing this, I've been cooking here, and it's been my business for 25 years that I've bought from my father, and he bought it from his father. When you come into this place, we're all real friendly people, and we like to get to know you, and we like to know what you like and what you don't like, and we'll cater to you. We'll do what you're asking for. You know, we all know that out there in the world that we're kind of unique because we have the capability of doing it the way you want it and doing it the way we want it. We wouldn't serve anything that we wouldn't eat ourselves.
Thanks so much for joining us in Fillmore this week. Keep an eye out for the next episode by subscribing to the channel and let us know your thoughts in the comments.